The year is 1991. A coalition gathers on the Arabian Peninsula to liberate Kuwait in Operation Desert Storm. The enemy? Not just the opposing army, but the desert itself. Fine sand and searing heat challenged even the most advanced technology. Soldiers found their trusted M16 rifles jamming despite meticulous cleaning. Sand, as fine as powder, infiltrated everything, especially weapons. The desert exposed a flaw. Training and equipment designed for temperate climates failed here. Reports of rifles seizing up spread, creating anxiety among troops. The problem wasn't discipline or maintenance, it was the environment. Daytime heat expanded metal, cool nights contracted it, and sand invaded every crevice. The very tools meant to protect weapons made them more vulnerable. A crisis was brewing, not on the front lines, but in every soldier's hands. Manuals offered no answers. Adaptation was now a matter of survival. The desert demanded a new way to fight and to survive. Ironically, the culprit was the military's own lubricant, CLP. Designed for forests and jungles, CLP became a liability in the desert. Its sticky formula trapped sand, turning rifles into grinding, jamming liabilities. Soldiers followed orders, but the doctrine failed them. The more they cleaned and oiled, the worse their weapons performed. The dilemma: trust the manual or trust experience? The harsh reality forced a shift. Protocols meant for other climates were now dangerous. Survival meant questioning orders and adapting on the fly. Soldiers realized the prescribed solution was the problem. The battlefield demanded improvisation, not blind obedience. Thinking for themselves became the ultimate test. Soldiers turned the desert into a laboratory. The first experiment: run rifles dry. No oil, no sticky sand. Weapons were stripped of CLP, cleaned with rags or solvents. The gamble: less sand, but more friction and risk of overheating. For many, a dry rifle was better than a jammed one. Some weapons ran smoother, others overheated or wore out faster. But the experiment proved doctrine was flawed and alternatives possible. Soldiers shared results, breaking the psychological barrier of rigid training. Every soldier became an innovator, searching for better solutions. The key: neutralize the sand and oil paste, even if it meant new risks. Adaptation was now a survival skill. The great improvisation had begun. With CLP failing, creativity took over. Soldiers tried hydraulic fluid from vehicles, thin, heat-resistant, less sticky. Automatic transmission fluid, ATF, became popular for its similar properties. Even diesel fuel was used to wipe down parts, leaving a thin, dust-resistant film. The most innovative solution: dry graphite powder, creating a slick, sand-resistant surface. These improvised fixes showed resourcefulness, using what was available, not just what was approved. Risks were real, but a jammed rifle was worse than long-term wear. Survival meant calculated risks and quick adaptation. Soldiers weighed immediate reliability over future maintenance. Each new lubricant was a field-tested solution, not a guess. They rewrote the maintenance manual, one firefighter at a time. Adaptability became their most important weapon. Innovation was now standard operating procedure. The lessons of Desert Storm changed military thinking. Grassroots solutions led to new, specialized lubricants for harsh environments. Dry lubricants and advanced synthetics replaced the old one-size-fits-all approach. The voice of the soldier shaped future doctrine and equipment. Adaptability and innovation became institutional policy. The story is more than weapon maintenance. It's about survival and adaptation. The most critical tool isn't equipment, but the human mind. Soldiers triumph by trusting their judgment over rigid rules. The legacy: no plan survives reality unchanged. Survival belongs to those who adapt and innovate. In Desert Storm, improvisation proved stronger than doctrine. If you enjoyed these untold lessons from Desert Storm, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Your support helps us bring more stories to light. Thanks for watching.